heard what you've said. There are just a few issues on the energy. We've seen the analysts predict that South Africa could go to stage 8 load shedding, while the energy minister says Eskom does have 15,000 megawatts capacity still, so they should be able to fill that gap. And the Automobile Association predicting a 3 rand increase in the petrol price for June. What do you think about this and the potential to destabilize the country?
Well, the petrol increase is as a result of petrol rises globally. Many countries are suffering the same effect. So in our case, we took an initiative which is going to come to an end at the end of this month. And unfortunately, it is going to hit drivers and car owners quite hard. It's the vagaries of the global economy, but we're hoping that there might be a way of ameliorating that. We still don't know how. With regard to electricity, obviously it's a recurring problem with Eskom, and as we get to hear more and more, sabotage is a part of the challenges that we are having to deal with, including the difficulties that they are having in dealing with maintenance, breakages. I don't really believe that we will go up to stage 8. I think the management is doing everything they can to ensure that they keep up with maintenance, and if it breaks down, they repair very quickly. So we're still very hopeful that we have a management that's got things under control. I think we will continue to have load shedding, but it is going to be the type of load shedding that they will warn everybody about in advance as they try everything they can to keep the lights on and the generation of electricity going on.
Mr. President, Amanda Khoza from the Sunday Times, please can I ask something that's not related to the Imbizo? In relation with the 1 billion rand that you announced for KZN, was it your impression, or when you announced it, was it money that was going to be made available immediately, or did you understand that there was a process of applying for it? And as we understand, Treasury has explained that they need to apply for the funds. And if so, why is KZN then under a national state of disaster if they have to jump through all these hoops to address a disaster?
Well, that is a challenge that we have with our systems of ensuring that we manage the finances correctly. The various departments, like human settlements, like social development, have had money in the works, in the system, that they could deploy very, very quickly. And the other amount of money has to go through the system, and that is a process that is ongoing. Money is going to be made available, as I said, because we cannot have a disaster like that and complain about not having money. We just do need to take due care and diligence to make sure that the various processes are followed, so that the Auditor General in the end does not find blemish with the way that it's been done. So the immediate needs, such as humanitarian needs, as you recall, I said there are 3 phases. One was humanitarian immediately, and the other one was stabilization, and the other one was long-term. The long-term one is the one that will need to go through the various processes. The humanitarian one is money that is in the works, it's being deployed. The other one of stabilization, money has been in departments. Human settlement has had the money, and various others are reprioritizing to deploy that money. The long-term, repairing bridges, repairing roads and all that, is money that has to be brought in. And as Treasury said, they've got to apply for that money. And there's also got to be appropriation in Parliament. So all those processes are meant to make sure that we do manage the money of the public, of our people correctly. So money will never be a problem in dealing with the KZN and Eastern Cape disaster.
Mr. President, last question from me, Natasha Puri from SABC News. I know you released a statement on the issue, but just your reaction to the passing of the former Johannesburg Mayor, Mpumalanga.
Well, I was very saddened when I heard about his passing. I had hoped somehow that after his accident there would be a recovery. It is a blow to the government for losing such a talented young person who had really exhibited great knowledge, expertise of being a mayor. I worked with him during the election campaign. I was hugely impressed. So for me, even at a personal level, it was a real blow to hear about his passing. So it's a great loss, a loss to the city of Johannesburg, a loss to Gauteng, and a loss to the nation. We cannot afford to continue losing such young, talented people who are going to be making a huge contribution to the future of our country. Thank you.
Thank you.